Hi, my name is Veronica Mitau. I'm a Maasai lady, as you can see from my jewelry. And basically, Maasais are not known for farming, but I've ventured into farming, and here is my story. So as you know, among the Ma community, ladies really don't own land. Predominantly men are the ones who own land or all the property that matter, including the woman. So we are just like a part of his property, including land and myself. But I can say we are lucky. Things are changing. People are changing with these changing times. Ladies are waking up, and our men also are also like trying to support their women. So you find that men are giving women the empowerment. They give them the piece of land. They can give them capital to start farming. And with these good times, also women are learning. They're getting into all these chamas and groups, and they go to the banks. They get money. There's all these groups that are empowering women and ladies, and they're getting loans. They buy land and they can start farming as well. Let me start by giving you a brief background about myself. I do farming. That is my work. That is my office. That is my source of livelihood. And I'm trying to change the mindset of Maasais doing only cattle and sheep and goats. So I'm on board doing farming, and out of the interest, I love farming. I got the privilege of going to school out of the normalcy of the Maasai taking girls to school, but I got the privilege of going to school. I saw the advantage of farming, and I got an interest in that, and I also wanted to change the perception of Maasais only keeping cattle and cattle. So I thought I can also bring change and try something else, like crop farming. As you can see, my 1 acre farm, I've done onions, and I got the interest of onions because I thought it's a crop that is, to me, it's an advantage because it has good returns, and it also like it's less hectic. You don't have so much going on. You only need to take care of the crop and you're good to go. From an acre of an onion, you'll need definitely you have to have land. You have to have a reliable source of water, the seeds, and your manpower, workers to do the work for you, the manual jobs. And I can say that is basically what you need. And definitely you need money for you to start your project. For an acre of, if you want to do onions, if you have like roughly 100 to 120,000, then that is good to go from planting your seeds to harvesting, because you'll need the seeds, which the prices vary with the seeds, the type of seed. We have the high yields, the high variety. They are good seeds in terms of resistant to diseases, a shelf life after harvest and all that. So you'll also need workers to help you till the land, transplanting your nursery beds to the farm, to watering. And as you can see, I've also done drip irrigation because it's a dry area, because drip irrigation will help me conserve water, reduce work for me, and that is helping me to minimize costs. So at the end of the day, you need to minimize your cost for you to get good income at the end of the day. So I did drip irrigation. It costed me roughly 150,000 because at least for now it's doing good, and I believe compared to my last harvest, I did something we call furrows. I can tell you it was hectic doing that. It was too much work and too much wastage of water. But for now with the drips, there's less work. The water is used up maximum. So basically, when I try to wrap all that up, For 1 acre, you'll need like 370,000 for your seeds, your labor, your drip irrigation setup. And the best part is that with the drips, you can use it for as long as 5 years without the need to repair them again. And you can also do other crops, like after a while you'll need to interchange your crops. You can still use the drip lines to do other crops. You can change that and you're good to go. For the 1 year that I've done farming, I can say it has paid me well. As we are known, the Maasai to have a vast lands, and they are really underutilized. Farming also has helped me. I don't need to move from one place to another in search of like pasture and water like the Maasai do for their cattle. When I settle for my land, I do farming. I don't need to move again to another place to do to look for something else. So I can say farming, at least you'll have peace of mind, because you don't have to be moving up and down. You'll not be in conflict with other people, like you're fighting for water, you're fighting for pasture. No. I can also say it's a good thing for me. At least I also have time for other businesses. I would urge my fellow ladies to try and do farming. We can change. Change always starts with someone. So if you try and start changing your mindset, changing your community, changing your perspective, then we can do it. Then we can also teach our children, because times are changing. We need to do away with some of these cultures. It's not bad to keep cattle, but you can do both. You can keep your cattle and you can also do farming. That was my story. I would urge more Maasais to venture into farming, and I would also love to hear other stories from other farmers. Share your story.